Most AI agents demo looks amazing. You give the agent a task, it think, calls tools, tries something useful. But here's the problem. Most demo shows only the happy part. What happens if the process crash? What happens if the server restarted? What happens if the agent in the middle of the tool calling? This where the many agent become fragile. And in this video, I want to show you one important idea. Your agent does not need just a framework, it's need runtime. In today's video, we're going to build small Google ADK agent. Then I will run it together with Agentspan adds runtime layer around it. And in today's video, we are going to explore it. If you are ready, then let's get started. Why agents break in production? When I build an agent locally, everything feels simple. The agent runs inside my Python process. The state is usually in memory. The tool call happens inside the same app. The logs are usually just terminal output. That's fine for a demo. But production is different. In production, these things happen all the time. A server restarts, a container gets redeployed, a worker crashed, an API call times out, and so on. If my agent loop only lives inside one Python process, then the process becomes a single point of failure. When the process dies, the agent may lose the work. This is why I think the missing piece is not always a better prompt or better model. Sometimes the missing piece is a runtime. Let me explain what I mean by runtime. A runtime is the layer that manages the execution of the agent. It should know what run is currently active, what steps the agent is on, which tool was called, what the tool returned, whether the run is waiting, failed, completed, or still running, and so on. In a normal agent demo, this is often hidden inside the local process. But in a more durable setup, the execution state should live outside the local process. This is the main idea behind Agentspan. Agentspan is an open source project created and stewarded by orgs. Think of it as a durable runtime for AI agents. The easiest way to understand it is this. My agent code still runs in Python. My tools still run in my process. My agent can still use a framework like Google ADK or OpenAI ADK or any other, but the execution does not depend only on my local Python process anymore. Agent span gives the agent run its own execution layer. That means the run can have an ID, it can keep history, it can show what happened step by step, and if my process crash, I can reconnect to the same execution later. So the agent span is not the brain of the agent. The model still the brain. Google ADK still defines the agent. My tools still do the work. Agent span is the runtime around the agent. It helps answer the production question: what happens after I start the agent? Can I track it? Can I debug it? Can I resume it? That's why agent span is so useful. It turns a fragile local agent run into something more durable, observable, and production friendly. So in today's video, I'm going to show you example of AI agent with agent span and AI agent without agent span. We are going to use Google ADK as a framework. In order to get started, make sure you have ADK installed on your computer. If it's not, open website adk.dev, then click Start Build. I'm going to use Python this time. Click Start with Python. Copy this command, open the terminal, and paste this command. So in some setup, you have to create virtual environment first. Let me create the folder durable ADK demo 2 because I already have demo 1 folder. Now let's create virtual environments. I'm going to use Python. And now let's pip install command to install Google ADK. After that, let's create our first simple agent. I'm going to use this command, ADK create my agent. Then select Gemini model. After that, you pass Google API key. You can get the API key from aistudio.google.com. This is my key. Make sure to keep it secretly because it's equals to password. I'm going to delete mine after the video, so don't worry, you don't have to copy it. Okay, our first agent is ready. In order to test my agent, I'm going to run this command, adk run my agent. I'm going to use this simple test. And as you can see, my agent reply, hello, how can I help you today? So it's super simple agent. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to improve this agent a little bit. I will add tool that makes the agent feel like a real workflow. Let's go to the agent.py file. This is my current simple agent. I'm going to replace this code with my code. So this is the tool. I have timeout here to imitate some delay because we are going to use this delay in the future when I demonstrate for you the crash. So this is the tool that my agent will call. And this is the agent. So the root agent. Let's test if it's work. Go back to the terminal, run ADK, run my agent, and let's write our first prompt. It's starting research. And as you can see right now, everything is working. There is a delay, and this is the reply. So I want to ask this simple question. What happens if the process stops? For example, if I stop the agent on the middle, or what happens if my terminal closes, or if my server restarts? In many basic agent demos, like this one, the execution lives inside the local process. So if that process dies, the agent run may be gone. So in order to fix that, we are going to set up Agentspan. Let's go back to our terminal, then go to the Agentspan website and copy this command, paste it inside your terminal, and wait for the installation completed. Okay, after the installation, let's run Agentspan Doctor just to make sure that our setup was finished successfully. And as you can see, everything looks good. So now we are going to start the Agentspan server. In order to do that, use this Agentspan server start. So the server is ready. So let's open the Conductor UI. This is the Conductor UI. In this UI, you will see all the agents that use in runtime. In this list, I had a couple of examples. Okay, let's go back to our Visual Studio Code. We are going to create run with Agentspan file. In this file, I'm going to show you the code for our runtime. Basically, this is the simple code. So at the top, we import Agentspan runtime, then we import agent, then we import our ADK agent as a root agent, this one. Let's bring it to the list level. Okay. This first function will help us get the idea of Agentspan run. Will be useful if you want to resume the session later. So this one, the most important line, it sent our existing ADK agent and our prompt into Agentspan. So instead of only run the agent inside a normal Python process, Agentspan manage the execution around it. Okay, let's save the file. Let's open the terminal in VS Code. Let me close these chats, pull the terminal up. So it's inside the folder, my agent. Okay, now let's enter our first prompt. For example, I'm going to use this prompt, create a research summary about why AI agents needs runtime. Hit the enter, and as you could see, the process is started. In this time, it was failed. If we go back to our interface, we will be able to see that one of the agent was failed. It was root agent. We can see the input, we can see the output. And as you can see right now, by looking at this error message, we know that the problem is API key. So let's update our API key. Okay, let's run our agent with correct Gemini key and see if everything is working. Create a research summary about AI agents need a runtime. As you can see, it's starting the research. If you'll go back to the interface, you will be able to see that one of the agents right now is running the task, and we can see where we are, what is happening, what tool it's called, what things it does. So everything transparent here. Okay, the research is done, and this is the response. So let me show you the example when we stop the agent at the middle of execution, and then we will try to resume that specific session. So as you can see, research is started. What I'm going to do now, I will stop the session. Let's go to the interface to make sure we register that session. As you can see, it's still there, it's still running. Now let's go back to our ID. I'm going to modify this code slightly because now we won't be able to resume the sessions. So we will pass run ID inside the handle. Let's save the code. Let's go back to the interface, copy the session ID, make sure it's still running. Okay, it's still running. Let's double check. Okay, yeah, nothing is happening here. So let's go back to our ID. And now I'm going to pass this ID and hit the enter. And as you can see, now I reconnect to the previous session successfully. It's mean our script worked properly. I'm now in a new Python process, but I can reconnect to the same agent execution using the run ID. And as you could see, our agent can successfully finish the task. This is the answer. If we go back to the user interface, now we will see that agent successfully completed the task and it's not failed anymore or not pending. And this interface actually the biggest difference between a demo agent and production agent. In a basic local script, I may only have terminal logs, but here I can see run history, I can see when execution started, I can see which step run, which tool was called, I can see output, and I can see that run was completed successfully. That is why observability is not a nice to have. For agents, observability is a part of the product. So the architecture looks like this. Google ADK defined the agent. It defined the agent's tools, instructions, and pipeline. Agentspan manages runtime. It manages the execution, run ID, step history, crash recovery, and resume. So think of it like this. Google ADK for agent design and Agentspan for durable execution. So the important lesson here is simple. When you build your next AI agent, ask this question: what happens if this agent crashes in the middle of the task? If the answer is I lose everything, then the agent is still fragile. And that is the problem. And Agentspan helps you to solve it. To get started with Agentspan, you can check out GitHub repository. I will leave the link under the description for this video. Or you can use one of SDK command to install it for Python, JavaScript, or C#. All of these commands and much more you can find in the GitHub repository. And that's it. If you want to learn more about Agentspan, if you want to see more use cases, I will leave the link under the description for this video. Check them out. And if you like this video, please click like. If you don't like this video, please still click like, but share with me your feedback in comments below. I hope you subscribe to my channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do it now. Thank you. And I hope to see you, yes, you, in my next videos. Thank you. Bye.